Hi everyone, it is Hillary with Creative Faith here, and I have an Easter hymnal process video for you guys today. I was really inspired by Kimberly over at Modern Mess Princess. She's been doing a lot of Easter hymnal journaling, and I really haven't touched my hymnal since Christmas. And there are a ton of Easter hymns, and I just was flipping through this hymnal and I found one called A Watch and Pray. And a few weeks ago for Sunday school, I taught my youth this story from the Easter story of when Jesus was in the garden praying. And so this story was really present on my mind, and I thought it would be perfect to do in my hymnal. I also have some new flower stickers that I purchased, and with a fun gift card that I've been saving for my birthday actually. And I thought that would go well with the garden theme as well. So here I am in my hymnal, and I'm going to do kind of a mixed media background in my hymnal. So I like watering down acrylic paint, but this time it didn't work very well. It was too watery and it seeped under the stencil. But you'll see that I kind of turned that into something I liked at the end. But at first when I pulled up the stencil, I was a little disappointed because obviously those do not look like triangles at all. But you'll see kind of what I do as this process video continues. I watched a hymnal journaling video from Jillian at Hello Jilski. I'll link her YouTube video below, as well as Kimberly's at the Modern Mess Princess. You guys can check them out. And Jillian kind of did a mixed media background, and I thought that was really fun, and so I wanted to kind of try to do something similar. I also have a lot of stencils, but I don't pull them out very often, and I liked the triangle. Triangles to me are very symbolic. They're symbolic to me of the Trinity, and I thought that would just be something perfect to use as I am journaling about Easter. So you'll see I cleaned off my stencil, I made sure the page was super dry, and now I'm going in with my big brush markers. I have been working on a blog post, 5 Favorite Ways, as a series on my blog, where I have 5 favorite ways that I show how to use different products, and I'll put the link in the description below to that. And I recently did one on big brush markers, so I'm using those to fill in the stencil. And this was a technique I saw Lindsay of her YouTube channel's Lindsay Decor used with a baby wipe and watercolors. And so again, I'm just kind of layering all these different colors of triangles on top of one another. And a lot of the flowers that I pull in later have kind of this pinky color scheme to them, and so I wanted to have some triangles that matched that as well. So it was kind of fun doing just a mixture of all sorts of different paints, whether it was acrylic or the big brush markers or watercolors. It was just really fun to mix all these different styles and types together on one page. So you'll see that now I'm adding another layer on top of the gray triangles that didn't turn out so well on the bottom, and I'm using white, and so it kind of will give this cool contrast, and the white ones show up a lot better than the gray ones, so it worked a lot better. But it was really fun to just kind of play. So off camera, I added more to the top. I added some white and some green and pink. And now I'm using this stamp that I hand carved from an eraser actually. And I am using the Neocolor 2s, and this is just a plain green color. And I'm putting it on the stamp and spritzing it with water, with my little mini mister, to kind of activate the color. And so that's just adding some more fun triangles to the page, adding another element. I don't think I've ever used so many different tools while I'm doing a page, but I love how these triangles turned out. And so I'm just making sure that my page is really dry in between adding all these different layers of tools. So here's the sticker sheet, and it was kind of interesting because a lot of the stickers were about joy and happiness. And I mean, Jesus in the garden praying is not the happiest of stories. It is Jesus, being he's really struggling. And so I thought that was an interesting contrast with all these joyful stickers. But it just made me kind of really meditate and pause and think about Jesus in the garden. And one of the things that you'll see me journal later that really stuck out to me from that story so the Gospels talk about this story. And the thing that stuck out to me most was from the Gospel of Luke. And Luke mentions that Jesus cried out to God and said, God, take this cup from me. Not my will, but yours. And then it says that an angel came down and strengthened him. And I just loved that. That was kind of one of the main things I focused on with the youth. The Sunday I taught it was a week that someone from our church passed away. And it was someone that youth were very close to. And so I was just kind of using this story to encourage them to cry out to God in prayer when we're struggling or in trouble. So this story was just really impactful to me. And just this idea of prayer in the story of Jesus on the cross, in this time where he is really fighting and struggling before he died. And so I'm just kind of playing with some different stickers now. I love the little tag that says love grows here, because that's really what the whole Easter story, the Resurrection Sunday, is about his love for us. And then you'll see I put that other little sticker that says grateful, because I am so grateful that Jesus died on the cross to save us. So I'm just finishing off this page in my hymnal with writing out that verse that I read to you guys about Jesus, calling out to the Lord and an angel coming down and strengthening him. So I just pray that if you are struggling with something today, that you would remember that we have the same power and gift that we can cry out to the Lord, and he will fill us with strength. So I hope this video was inspiring and encouraging to you. Do you guys journal in a hymnal? I would love to hear in the comments below what you think of this page, and if you guys have any questions at all. And I hope you have a wonderful Easter, and remember how much you are loved by the Lord, and that he sent Jesus here to die for us because of that love. And I just hope that you guys will soak that up as we celebrate Easter. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.